Hello dear chess lover, this is Grandmaster Apatic. Welcome to the course Crushing the Pirc defense or Pirc defense. People pronounce it differently. The most important point we will analyze here, d6 move. I will show you here in the course two very dangerous setups against Pirc defense. First one will be here to play knight c3 and then Grand Prix setup f4, knight f3, bishop c4. Here you don't need to remember many lines as they are not theory, and here you have a very clear plan. Especially if you are a big fan of Grand Prix attack and you love my course, this will be your favorite choice, knight c3. By the way, this is my favorite choice too. And then I will show you another setup. We will go d4, knight f6, knight c3, g6. And among many dangerous setup against Pirc, I found that bishop f4 is the most dangerous one. Bishop f4 is a mix of two setups. First setup is f3, bishop e3, queen d2, long castle, and another setup, knight f3, bishop f4, queen d2, long castle. Bishop f4 is very a tricky one. With bishop f4, queen d2, what we are doing? If black goes bishop g7, we go queen d2, short castle, we go long castle, and then next move bishop h6, h4, and start very fast, strong attack. Even we don't spend a tempo for playing f3, g4. And if black doesn't go bishop g7, but prefer c6, b5, our bishop on f4 now will do very important job, because many cases after c6, b5, black should be very careful with our e5 move. So this is gonna be two setups that I will show you. And by the way, this bishop f4 setup will be very useful for you if you are a London player and you like Chubava line, d4, knight f6, bishop f4, g6, knight c3, because here if opponent plays d6 or bishop g7, what you will do? You will go e4 and it will transpose to Pirc with bishop f4, which is, by the way, is my favorite choice after d4, knight f6, knight c3, g6, not bishop e3, not f3, not knight f3. I have analyzed all of them and came to conclusions that bishop f4 is the most dangerous move, and in this course I will show you exactly how you are putting lots of pressure on opponent. Let's go! We go long castle and then next move bishop h6, h4, and start very fast, strong attack. Even we don't spend a tempo for playing f3, g4. Let's start with Grand Prix setup. We go knight c3 and next moves f4, knight f3, bishop c4, and everything is ready for attack. Now if black goes knight f6 and then g6, bishop g7, short castle, which typically Pirc players do, we go f4 and after g6, bishop c4. Soon I will show you what's the difference to start here with knight f3 or bishop c4. There is a subtle moment. I will show you what's the difference. And after bishop g7, we go d3, short castle, knight f3, and then we go short castle, queen e1, queen h4, f5, typical Grand Prix attack. Now if black goes c5 after short castle, knight c6, this is absolute transpose to Sicilian Grand Prix, which we already covered. Also after d4, d6, knight c3, at any point if c5, this will transpose to Sicilian Grand Prix attack. Now, if opponent is a Pirc player and he don't want to go Sicilian, what to do? Here he has a few options. First, after knight f3, here instead of c5, he can try to go c6 with idea d5. Then, after bishop c4, he can try here knight e4, interesting option, with idea, if you take knight e4, to play d5 and then get one of these pieces back. But this allows bishop f7, king f7, knight e4. This is very interesting position, which we will cover in the course. And also after f4, black can try here d5 and e5 moves. Everything gonna be covered in the course, step by step. Let's start.